Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Today, we're embarking on a totally cinematic deconstruction of a truly legendary sports moment. We're talking about a single sequence of play that didn't just define a match, but honestly, it defined an entire era of football. Yes, we are talking about Diego Maradona's 1986 goal of the century. The source material we're breaking down today in this explainer gives us this thrilling play-by-play, and we're going to visualize exactly how this unbelievable feat unfolded. Let's get right into it.
Okay, let's dive into this. Set the scene in your mind, right? It's June 22nd, 1986. You're in the blistering, intense heat of Mexico City. We're looking at one match, one moment, and one player who is literally about to create football immortality, Diego Maradona. The stakes? They couldn't possibly be higher. It's the quarterfinal of the FIFA World Cup, Argentina taking on England. But to really grasp the gravity of this, we've got to recognize that this was never, ever going to be just a simple game of football.
Section 1. The Weight of History.
See, the atmosphere surrounding this matchup wasn't just built on your standard sporting rivalry. It was heavily laden with a very real, very recent geopolitical backdrop. The memory of the Falklands War was still incredibly fresh for both nations. And looking at this objectively based on our historical sources, that conflict simply acted as this massive pressure cooker. It injected raw emotion, tension, and just intense national pride into a sporting event, meaning everything was amplified to the max. Every pass, every tackle carried an invisible weight. Clearing this high-stakes hurdle was the massive obstacle Argentina had to get past before ultimately going on to win the 1986 World Cup.
Section 2. The Hand of God.
So the tension in the stadium is palpable. Everyone is holding their breath. And then, snap, the tension breaks. But man, not in the way anyone saw coming. Because before the pure magic happened, came the sheer controversy. Maradona rises up in the penalty box, but instead of heading the ball, he punches it. A little punch of the ball right into the back of the net. This, of course, becomes instantly known as the infamous Hand of God. And despite the sheer audacity of it, the goal actually stands. Argentina takes a 1-0 lead. It's a shocking, inciting incident. Honestly, it's the kind of controversial moment that usually dominates sports history for decades all on its own.
Section 3. The 10-second run.
Here is where the story pivots so dramatically, because just 4 minutes later, the sport is changed forever. What is truly staggering here is this single number, 60. Just 4 minutes after that massive controversy, Maradona receives the ball deep inside his own half. He is staring down 60 meters of pure, open space and danger. 60 meters between him and the English goal. No system, no grand tactic, just one man, the ball, and more than half the length of a pitch.
So how does he navigate those 60 meters? Let's track this like a high-speed heist. Step 1. He turns, hits the gas, and simply glides past Peter Beardsley, then Peter Reed. The space opens up, but the danger is mounting. Step 2. He just keeps going. The momentum is huge now. He weaves right past Terry Butcher. He beats Terry Fenwick. That is 4 elite English defenders left completely in his wake. Step 3. The final boss. The goalkeeper, Peter Shilton, charges out to stop him. Maradona makes one final touch, one devastating little movement to beat Shilton, and slots it in. 5 players beaten in sequence. An absolute masterpiece.
Section 4. The Cosmic Kite. The physical feat was unbelievable, right? But the emotional resonance is what elevates this into pure mythology. The broadcast commentary is just as legendary as the run itself. As the ball crossed the line, journalist Victor Hugo Morales delivered a line that would literally echo through history. With his voice completely cracking with awe, he screamed, "Barrilete cósmico, ¿de qué planeta viniste?"
And this brilliantly illustrates the complete disbelief of the moment. Translated to English, it means, "Cosmic kite, what planet did you come from?" This brilliant moniker perfectly captures it. Morales didn't just call him a genius in that split second. He effectively called him an extraterrestrial, because what Maradona had just done simply didn't feel human. It completely defied standard logic. Which brings us to another crazy number, 10. Just 10 seconds. From the moment he received the ball to the moment it hit the net, only 10 seconds had passed. 10 seconds of pure, unadulterated instinct. This wasn't just a goal, or source material points out it was this fleeting, perfect balance of speed, skill, and just immense courage, executed in the blink of an eye. Section 5. Genius and Contradiction.
Let's pan back out for a second, because the legacy of this game is completely unique in sports history. It is a total masterclass in duality. On one hand, you have the hand of God, undoubtedly one of the most controversial rule-breaking goals ever allowed. On the other hand, the goal of the century, widely accepted as the greatest, most skill-intensive goal ever scored. These two completely opposing forces, the darkest controversy and the brightest genius, delivered by the exact same player in the exact same match, just 4 minutes apart. It's a jarring juxtaposition that perfectly sums up the legacy of Diego Maradona.
The aftermath of that 10-second run is literally history. Argentina rode that momentum all the way to winning the '86 World Cup. Maradona didn't just become a star, he cemented his status as a global legend. And that second goal, it was later officially voted as the definitive greatest goal in football history.
But, why do we still talk about it today with such reverence? Well, as our source points out, some goals win matches. Some win trophies. But this one, it transcended the sport entirely. It wasn't just about the mechanics of kicking a ball or even winning a World Cup. It was this visceral, breathtaking reminder of why millions of people around the globe fall in love with the game in the very first place.
So I want to turn this over to you. We've looked at the history, the immense controversy, the mechanics of that 60-meter 10-second sprint, and the sheer cosmic brilliance of it all. I'll leave you with this provocative question. Is this the greatest goal ever scored? Or has anything else in the history of the sport even come close? Take a moment, think about it, and let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and as always, keep seeking out the stories that change the way we see the world.